explore the Anarchians, because I always felt like it was really kind of a shame that they were treated so badly, because they were just, they were mutated and they were scarred and whatever.
It's recording.
They
Just
were
hold
bad
it. Yeah,
people.
and we'll do our little thing.
And I always wondered why no one ever took care of those people. I mean, they were citizens, they were human beings.
Is it focused?
Why was no one
it's
taking care of
autofocus.
them? Why were they all sitting in this little bubble and all the Anarchians are bad, they're ugly, you don't like them? It's like, no wonder they were so pissed off. So they're out there starving to death, and they got kids and they're trying to make a life, and no one seems to care. So that gets me back there, and then from there, the blues will take me to other places on Earth.
Is there any kind of release date on the first one?
No, the publisher wants me to write 4 of them, and then what'll happen is the first book will go through an editorial process, and then it'll be published, and then while that's being published and they're marketing that one, then the second one will be going through an editorial process. He said they like to do it that way because then they have a whole story arc, and they can work with it and they can market it as it comes along. So that's why I'm about halfway or 3/4 of the way through the first book.
Well, thank you.
And it's fun. I'm having a great time.
Go.
And there's a comic book, a Gil Gerard comic book that's we're in.
When she walks away,
so they can
Yeah,
deal
when she
with,
starts walking.
which is kind of odd, huh?
I just thought of that Roger one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
This is going to be a Gil Gerard in the 25th century. Gil Gerard time traveler. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Thank you.
Go.
What'd you say?
I was going to say, I'm in the process of writing a book also.
Oh, yes, you are. A tell-all, an expose. My life.
Okay.
In a plastic suit. Oh, thank you.
All right, well.
It's not a urine sample, is it? What? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice outfit. A lot looser than the one I have. That would have been an idea. Yeah.
My name's Eric. We met
Hi, Eric.
Eric, first, fantastic to see you on the Guild, and I love that series.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. I guess I should
Yeah,
ask
thank
you
you.
about your book.
Did that pop up?
It's going to be about my career and my life story, and should be ready by maybe the middle of May.
One last question for Bill Gerard. We did this yesterday.
Yes, sir.
We noticed that you had a picture for Star Trek Phase 2. Now, I
Yeah.
thought I was a fairly big Star Trek fan, but I'm unaware of what that was about. Could you explain a little bit about that project and what it was about and what your involvement was?
It's a fan-based web series, and it's called Star Trek New Horizons now. And then I think I told you, right after I had the banner made, it said Phase 2, they changed the name. I can go spend another $350 and put the right name on it. But I left it that way. It's a fan-done series, and I think they've done like 3. It's available on the web for free viewing. You can watch it. It's Star Trek New Horizons. And I guess it's .com or whatever. I'm not sure how those things work. I was in an episode called Katumba, and it's basically what they're trying to do is they're doing the 60s classic Star Trek episodes with new graphics and new camera, new lighting, and they're just people who love Star Trek and they just want to do it as fans, and so they do it. And Paramount lets them. The deal is apparently that they can't make any money doing it, so that's why it's free. So enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How are you? What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
I actually have a costuming question. When Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones came out, there was some hoopla about Natalie Portman's costume being very similar to yours, Aaron. And I was curious what you thought of that.
White works. My mom always said, you want to look good, wear white. So.
I guess we must look pretty
White.
good.
Good.
Yeah, it's white.
I had a white shirt. I could have worn it.
Yeah, I think it's great. You know, I have really no comment. I too much on Star Wars or
Right.
all of.
And another question is, what are your guys' opinion of sci-fi shows nowadays?
I
Do
think
you
they're a
have any
little
favorites?
dark sometimes. I mean, I think one of the things that made our series work so well is that there was a sense of lightness and play and fun. And sometimes sci-fi for kids can be really frightening. It's more like a horror film.
It can,
The entire
these
universe
days.
explodes or something. So,
I can't understand why the future is so dirty and so wet at the same time. You ever notice that? Blade Runner never stopped raining. It's like, how can it be so wet and so dirty at the same time? These people are slogging through mud their whole life. It's like Waterworld. I've never seen so many people dirty with so much water around them. All they do is fall off the boat and they be clean.
I think maybe after these test days, we should go out there and do my little thing with them. We'll hand the camera off. So.
Hi there.
I'm Randy, very nice
What do
to
you-
meet you.
How you doing, Randy?
What happened to your props and costumes?
Props and costumes?
You gonna
well,
come
I
up?
told him to burn mine. Well, I did because I really hated only because if you wear a girdle for 2 years with your entire body compressed, I'm not prone to headaches or whatever, but those suits really did that to me. So actually, when it was over, I was like, and they wanted to give them to me. I mean, had I known if I'd auctioned them off, I could have put my daughter through school, but you know.
I was offered all of it. So you want whatever you want. I was like, what am I going to do with this stuff? So you want the Starfighter? Why? What am I going to put it in the backyard and charge $0.25 for rides?
Gil, put on your backyard and on bricks, you know.
That's true.
Once in a while they go and sleep in the
Make a
tent.
barbecue.
The robot costume? I don't know what happened. They made
You sold it.
5 of them. Huh?
You sold it. You had one. Oh, sorry.
They,
You didn't sell it in Kansas. You don't have to pay sales tax on it.
they made 5 costumes, 5 3D costumes. One disappeared really quick. Even before the show got started. I think back in New York.
Really?
It was stolen. The last one, you know, they want to keep breaking all the time, you know. A piece over here. Thank God for duct tape. It works very well, you know. Every time I got dressed, hey Felix, wait a minute, you got a crack over here. Get the duct tape, and we'll fix it. So the wardrobe man, he gave me one. And I had it for 15 years in my house. It kept falling apart. Everything was disintegrated, so I finally got rid of it.
He sold it. You didn't just get rid of it.
I sold it to someone.
Yes, sir.
Hi there, my name's Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. How you doing?
Fabulous. This morning I made my wife sit down and watch the feature just so she could have a good representation of what she's going to see today.
Uh-huh.
Really?
That's your wife? She's
That's
shaking
my
her
wife
head.
right there.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Oh, well, thank you.
I will not make fun of it
Thank you.
Well, the whole time she's hounding me, she's like, I gotta go get ready, I gotta get ready. I'm like, you just gotta wait for this scene where, you know, Buck and Ardala dance. That's my favorite scene.
Dancing also, he was
Oh,
So,
was
I was just hoping you could like maybe tell a little bit about, you know, that day of the shoot, any
Yeah.
special dance training you
Was
had,
that the-
because those moves,
Dance.
Was that the DVD?
just DVD.
Okay, well, they corrected the dance in the DVD. Thank you, God. When we shot that scene, we spent 2 weeks rehearsing when I wasn't shooting. We would go, and I had a rehearsal for the dance scene with Ardala. And there was a very specific kind of thing laid out, of course. And we got there, and the director decided, no, he threw all that out. Yeah, because he wanted, well, I could understand from a director's point of view, he was looking at a nightmare of coverage.
Right.
Because we were all over the place, and that means, you know, shoot here, shoot here. So he'd be there for 5 weeks shooting the coverage of the dance. So what he did was he just wanted the two of us together. So he could shoot basically a 2-shot, and then he could shoot a single and be done with it. So that changed the entire choreography. Now when you shoot a dance or any kind of thing with music behind it, you don't hear the music. What you hear is click, 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 whatever the beat happens to be. That's the beat of the music. You do not hear music at all. So I danced with Ardala to this click, 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 and it's like, and we couldn't get very far apart, so it's like, okay, well, it's just gonna stand here and wiggle. And all the stuff that we had planned was, you know, I tried to do like something that was a little more interesting, but anyway, what happened was when the movie came out, they changed the music. It was a different beat. So it was like beat, step, and I was like, damn, man. I look like I got a wooden leg. It's unbelievable. Then when I noticed that DVDs came out and they had changed it back, and it was I was finally dancing on beat.
Yeah.
So thank God for that. I don't look like such a klutz anymore. But that's the story of that whole dance sequence. That was an entire sound stage in Universal was just that dance hall. And it was wild. It was like, the thing, when we shot the feature, it was incredible. We did 5 sound stages at Universal, taken up with those sets. One was the Draconian Hangar. That was an entire sound stage. And it was great. It was fun. It's like, wow, big kids playing on big sets. It was incredible.
Hey,
But that's the story of the dance. Yeah.
Why I didn't hear any clicks when I was dancing? You didn't have no clicks.
Yeah, I remember I never had clicks
You couldn't
before.
hear it.
I couldn't hear the click. Oh, that's right, you go to costume.
Thank you. It's okay.
Okay.
Do you guys have a Buck Rogers comic?
There is a Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
There is one, we don't have one, but there is one. But I don't know that is it a current one?
I
From our show?
There was, not from our show, I don't think
Yeah.
there's a current one that came out about a year ago.
Yeah, there was a very dark one again, a very dark one that came out that was Buck Rogers, but I actually have a copy, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
I do have some,
He's got one. Oh, here
no, I
you
do
go.
have some Bob Big Boy, remember the restaurant?
Yeah?
And there's Buck Rogers and Twiggy there to visit Bob Big Boy.
Really?
Yeah, I have about 20 of them.
Huh?
They're very nice.
Comic books?
Yeah, comic books.
Huh.
Yeah.
There you go. Go to Bob's Big Boy.